45 centuries back, nothing stood here but desert rock. No machinery, no metal wheels, no steel. Just stone and human will.
Khufu dreamed of forever. He ordered a mountain built and refused to wait. First task, the foundation. No modern instruments existed. Water was their tool.
Second step, direction. The heavens provided answers, true north from starlight alone. 6 million tons aligned by celestial fire.
The labor force assembled, 20,000 strong. Drafted workers, not captives. Fed with grain and brewed drinks. Their advantage, metal. Soft metal against hard stone. Impossible by logic. Poison added to strengthen it. The extraction pit. Stone's birthplace. No explosives, only cutting. Grooves carved endlessly. Then mechanics stepped in. Water swells wood. Split. A block breaks free.
Now multiply that by millions!
Documentation was absolute. Bureaucrats tracked everything. Crew titles became badges of pride. Dust choked the air.
1 hour cutting demanded 1 hour sharpening. Metal was consumed in staggering quantities.
Wheels were abandoned. They vanished into sand, frozen in place.
Resistance ruled. Until moisture changed everything.
Movement returned. Half the force, twice the distance.
Limestone proved manageable. Granite became torment.
Aswan granite. Stronger than forged steel.
Copper blades failed completely, worthless against this stone.
Stone replaced metal. Hammering without end. Months to shape a single beam.
How do you move 50 tons?
The flood season arrived. The river became their road. Nature lifted what humans could not.
Arrival at Giza. Now the building truly starts. Every stone inspected. Precision meant survival. Foundation errors doom the summit.
The footprint spans 13 acres, wide enough for 8 playing fields.
Construction begins upward, but difficulty multiplies with height. How do you lift tons vertically? First theory, a straight ramp. But the material requirement grows impossible. Too much earth, too much labor. Alternative theory, spiral ramp, winding upward like a mountain path.
Gypsum mortar bonded blocks. First lubricating movement, then hardening like stone.
Year 10 arrives. The monument rises. But the exterior wasn't everything. Inside, something else took shape.
First, they tunneled deep underground. But plans changed.
Khufu demanded height. The ascending corridor was born.
The middle chamber, with shafts aimed skyward, purpose unknown. The Grand Gallery, a stone cathedral buried in darkness.
This wasn't mere passage. It was machinery. A lifting system for impossible weights.
Precision defies comprehension. A hair cannot pass between.
70 tons lifted by hand, comparable to spacecraft weight.
The rocker transformed everything. A curved lever converting mass into motion. Inches per cycle.
Lift, brace, rock! Lift, brace, rock! An unending cycle.
The ceiling locks in place, yet millions of tons press downward. These beams should shatter instantly.
The solution, empty spaces above. 5 chambers stacked like cards, redirecting impossible weight outward. Engineering genius. Hidden spaces reveal secrets. Workers signed their work here. The Friends of Khufu, proof of human builders.
The royal box, larger than the entrance. The room was built around it.
The sealing mechanism. Granite plugs released from above, sliding down to seal forever.
The summit approaches, but workspace narrows, wind intensifies. One misstep means death.
The final stone, the pyramidion, covered in gold to capture sunlight, a second sun on Earth.
The final stone ascends. 20 years of labor culminate in this moment. The final placement. Precision must be absolute. It locks into position. Completion. The tallest structure humanity had ever built. Visible from distant mountains.
The surface required perfection, polished smooth as glass, creating a mountain of light.
They dressed the pyramid from summit downward, 51 degrees precisely, each joint invisible.
As polishing descended, the ramps vanished. The construction erased itself. When complete, it shone, visible from Israel's mountains, a monument to human will.
The pyramid wasn't alone. Temples rose at its base. His solar boat buried in stone, for journeys in the afterlife. 2556 BC, the pharaoh arrives. Khufu is laid to rest. The security system activates. Sealed forever. The workers departed. Tools abandoned. Their life's work complete. His son Khafre built next, and the Sphinx to guard them. The Sphinx rises, eternal guardian.
Menkaure built the third, smaller. The economy could not sustain giants forever. The age of monuments ended. Centuries passed. The pyramids endured.
133 AD. Disaster struck. An earthquake loosened the casing.
The stones were stolen, carried away to build Cairo. The white armor stripped.
Now only the rough core remains. The mountain of light reduced to steps.
Robbers tunneled in, hacking through solid stone. Brute force seeking treasure. They found nothing. Empty. Was it stolen? Or was he never there? Early explorers used explosives. Archaeology once destroyed what it sought. Today, the world comes to witness. The pyramid endures.
2017.
A void discovered. A massive hidden space, right here above the gallery.
Robots explore the shafts. They found doors, copper handles. What lies beyond remains unknown.
We still don't fully understand how they achieved this. Only human hands. No lost technology, no alien help. just human determination.
It wasn't merely a tomb. It was a resurrection machine, a gateway between worlds.
The Great Pyramid stands as proof that humans can achieve the impossible when planning and determination align.
That was the Great Pyramid. Subscribe to Next Gen Manufacturing for more engineering deep dives.
Mathematics ruled every decision, every measurement recorded in stone. Bureaucracy documented everything. Nothing escaped the scribes' records. Workers lived in planned communities, fed well, medically cared for. Not slaves, but valued labor. Bread and beer paid their wages. Workers received daily rations, enough to feed families. Copper was consumed at staggering rates. Tons sacrificed just to cut stone. Constant replacement necessary. Rope technology was critical. Every rope handmade from plant fiber. Miles of rope consumed daily. Sledges were engineered precisely. Curved runners reduced friction. Every detail optimized for load bearing. Water sustained everything, from workers to construction techniques. Cisterns filled from Nile channels. Water sustained everything, from workers to construction techniques. Cisterns filled from Nile channels. Sand was the true cutting edge. Copper merely held abrasive in place. Simple physics, profound results.
Dolerite tools required shaping too. Stone tools made with other stones. Every tool had a tool behind it.
Dust control saved lives. Water spray settled particles. Ventilation was planned into quarry design.
Every stone numbered and tracked. Position recorded before quarrying. No stone placed without designation.
Work never stopped during critical phases. Torches enabled night construction. Some operations could not pause.
The stones themselves were ancient, 50 million years old. The pyramid built from fossilized seas.
Logistics rivaled construction itself. Continuous flow across miles. Thousands coordinated like clockwork. Even mortar required complex processing. Gypsum heated, then ground. Chemistry knowledge essential.
Wood technology was sophisticated. Every tool engineered for specific purpose. Precision carpentry enabled precision construction.
Coordination required training. New workers practiced techniques. Synchronized pulling was learned skill.
Bronze tools enabled wood processing. Harder than copper through tin alloying. Essential for carpentry work.
Textiles supported the entire operation. Linen for clothing, rope for transport. Women's work enabled men's work. Ceramics stored essential supplies. Thousands of vessels needed daily. Pottery workshop ran constantly. Quality control was rigorous. Every block inspected before acceptance. Rejection meant rework. Medical care was provided. Injuries treated professionally. Workers' welfare protected. Workers who died were honored, buried near the monument they built. Their sacrifice remembered.
Payment systems were sophisticated. Tokens tracked individual work. Fair compensation ensured through accounting.
20,000 fed daily. Rations distributed by work credits. Food logistics matched construction logistics. Workers rotated seasonally. 3-month service periods, coordinated with agricultural cycles. Construction followed celestial calendars. Sun angles determined work periods. Astronomy dictated scheduling. The flood controlled the schedule. Water levels determined transport capacity. Nature dictated logistics timing. Desert storms forced work stoppages. Sand buried equipment. Sometimes days lost waiting. Desert heat was constantly battled. Midday rest was mandatory. Water and shade saved lives. Alignment was constantly verified. Surveying never stopped. Errors caught early prevented disaster.
Multiple operations proceeded simultaneously. Quarrying, transport, placement in parallel. Coordination was itself an achievement.
Whetstones wore away from endless sharpening. Tool maintenance was endless. The stones remember the labor.
Hand signals coordinated distant teams. Sign language overcome distance and noise. Visual communication was essential.
Progress was measured against targets. Schedule tracked carefully. Delays identified and corrected. Every placement was pre-planned. Three-dimensional blueprints carved in stone. 2.3 million blocks pre-designated.
Mistakes were corrected immediately. Precision over speed. Standards maintained regardless of cost.
Milestones were celebrated. Achievements recognized publicly. Morale maintained through recognition. Workers left personal marks in hidden spaces. Family drawings, names, hopes. Human stories buried in stone. Lifting devices were cleverly engineered. Counterweights provided mechanical advantage. Simple machines, profound results. Torches extended working hours. Night shifts doubled productivity. Light conquered darkness. Tools failed constantly. Metal fatigue from repeated impacts. Failure rate was expected and planned. Shifts changed continuously. Fresh workers replaced exhausted ones. Work never stopped. 20,000 working as one, the greatest coordinated effort in human history. Organization was the true pyramid, the light that would shine for eternity, announcing to all Egypt, the impossible was achieved.
A monument not to one king, but to human potential itself.